Hey y'all, in today's video, we're going to be making over a few thrifty finds, or maybe just a few things you have around the house that you want to give an updated look. So in this first part of the video, you're going to see a basket, and the next part of the video, you're going to see some candlesticks, and the third part of the video, you're going to see some wooden photo frames. So I just kind of wanted to show the versatility and why I love chalk paint, because you can see something and just don't count it out, because a quick little paint job and it looks completely different. You can change the overall look of thrifty baskets, like I said, candlesticks, frames, lamps, wooden bowls, just all kinds of stuff you can give a quick chalk paint coat to. So on this cute little basket that I had, I'm using the color French linen, and it's a beautiful gray kind of taupey color in person, but I'm just putting a light coat, literally using a paintbrush and putting a light coat of chalk paint on this basket. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then you're going to see me grab a sanding block and just do a little bit of distressing here and there to let some different colors show through of the basket. And that's it. A simple makeover now transforms the look of this kind of outdated looking basket into something that you could really use around the house and make cute. All right, next up, like I said, some cute candlesticks. So these are actually really heavy. You can't tell that through the video, but they're pretty heavy. They're not wooden. They're kind of like a resin or metal mixture. And I am using the color Cotton, which is like a bright white by Dixie Belle. And I am just putting a light coat of the chalk paint on these candlesticks. And what's going to happen is you're going to let it all the way dry. And then again, you can use that same technique for taking a sanding block and, just take a little bit of the paint off here and there to let some of those really beautiful details pop even more. What I love about chalk paint the most, why I'm doing these projects to showcase the versatility of chalk paint, because it's great furniture paint too, but I love it for home decor items because you can transform something in very, very little time because the dry time is super fast. It easily distresses to give you that shabby chic farmhouse vintage type look. You can see me using a sanding block here. I've sped this process up for you, but literally this does not take that much time at all to update these candlesticks. And I called these thrifty finds, but I had all this lying around my house just in a box that wasn't my style anymore. I wasn't going to showcase it. And I just decided to give an updated look so that I could show off just why I love chalk paint so much. I mean, once you learn, if you give chalk paint a try and you do a few things around the house like this, or a small piece of furniture or anything that just easily transforms, you'll be hooked. You really will. And it makes you see things a little differently. Like I said, thrifty finds if you're out, or a garage sale, or just something you've put in a box. Like I said, these items were for me. I mean, look at this. Amazing, right? So totally different look there. So that's Dixie Belle's Cotton color, which is a pretty white. And next, I'm going to show you kind of a paint layering technique where you use two different colors of chalk paint. I'm featuring the Stormy Seas color, which is a beautiful, beautiful kind of a dusty, deep blue. Even deeper in person, has a little bit of light on it here in this video. But what I'm going to do, I'm just putting a light coat of that color on first. And once that dries, the next color I'm going to show you is a buttercream, which is a creamy off-white that Dixie Belle makes. Is beautiful. And you can see how thick I'm putting it on here. I mean, it's really thin, but you could even go lighter and not get your brush as saturated with paint if you wanted to. And that's going to allow even more of that blue to show through. But we are going to distress again with a sanding block. But the lighter you are with the creamy color, the more of your second color underneath you would see. So just in case you give this a try and you really want to showcase two colors really strongly, you just have to be a little bit more light-handed on your final coat, which is this buttercream that I'm putting on here. But like I said, once these are dry, the distressing is what's really beautiful to me. And on certain surfaces, it'll distress more and more paint will come off. But while the chalk paint hasn't had tons of time to cure, it's dry, but it hasn't had tons of time to cure, it's so easy to distress. So you can really hand distress most of the home decor. Now, if I was doing like a furniture piece, I'd probably opt for an electric sander. That would be a tad easier. But this sanding block works great for these kind of projects that I showed you in this video. So picture frames, candlesticks, and a basket is what I showed. I gave you a few more ideas. What are you thinking? What could you transform with chalk paint? Is there something lying around your house that isn't your style anymore, or something you've seen in a thrift store? Give it some new life. Breathe some new life into it. Really think just how cute it can be with a little bit of paint. So I hope you're inspired. Let me know if you are. I want to know if you try to give some of these projects a whirl, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye now.